You have to understand too that it wasn't so much of if you had the talent, it was the academic program encouraging people to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
So like you could take for example, let's say Menlo Atherton. If you had the same people on the same team, their coaches was recruiting them to go to different college, whereas Ravenswood, you go to San Mateo College or whatever, and you're done. It wasn't no
going to Stanford or
we ain't looking out for you
like,
to go past high school. We got you through high school. You're on your own after that, even though the talent was there. So that made it at that time. It kind of made it hard to really say to motivate people.
I think they did have like they did encourage us they had this pilot program.
The year of 66 when we graduated.
We went to college. Went to college at either San Mateo or
buses all up there.
Buses up there, or what's the other Canadian?
Kenyatta.
Okay, we had that college up there. And it was just the two. And then what was the other one?
It was something else.
I think it was another one that they went, but they had this program where nobody's doing anything else, so let's try and see to get some of the minorities and see how they fit, going to college. So we all kind of like started going to junior college, and we'll try that out, which was a pretty good thing. I wish probably they could have kept it, but as time I think they. It was a good program. I just wish they probably could have kept it a little bit longer. But as times change, geographical, and everything else changed, and the amount of people too, like not really giving a care about, the neighborhoods or teaching and stuff and that nature. So, I would say, as we were growing up, we had good teachers.
Yeah,
we did really good teachers in here and on.
Okay.
And then, but the activity that was going on, there were, no gangs and nothing like that, no violence, people out robbing and stuff. That didn't come later until the invasion of cocaine and crack cocaine came in, and that just kind of changed the whole
demographic,
the whole outlook of everything. Then I think that's when everything started going downhill. And then the funds started leaving Ravenswood or the Menlo Park, East Palo Alto area. And then the rest of it's pretty much history.
So after high school, I know my dad didn't go into the Army. Did you two go into the Army?
I did.
I see the hat there, and I see the hat there. So were you guys, did you guys volunteer to go, or were you drafted? They just told you, come on, let's go.
I was drafted. Yeah.
I volunteered.
You volunteered?
I was drafted when I went.
How'd you feel about that?
How did I feel?
Yeah.
When I was first? I don't know. I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't want to go.
So, and you volunteered, Mr. Adger. Why'd you volunteer? Is that because my friends are doing it? Or you like?
I can say it kind of. I was in denial. I didn't Vietnam and all that. But I was quote unquote trying to get out from under an oppressive environment.
Regime, which will say.
Situation.
So basically.
Situation. Hey daughter. So I volunteered to.
Because you wanted to escape, you got to escape out the house. Yeah, I've heard from other siblings, my father's siblings, say, "Hey, I had to get out the house." No, I wanted to go. You wanted to do your own thing.
Yeah, I don't think it was that problem for me. It's just, I just didn't want to go. So I was kind of like forced into going. So at that point,
because I was Frank and Rudy or somebody. We was all gonna get an apartment together, and my old man said. How in the hell you gonna pay for an apartment? You ain't got no skills, and if your ass leave here, you ain't coming back. So I said, well, okay, I can't do it that way. I'll do it. I'll go down and sign my name on the dotted line. And then, of course, when I got in there, I about the couple of years in, I'm like, shit, I could have left, stayed at home and got this abuse. Where you going? When you gonna be back? Be back on time. You didn't do it right. Do it again. Get in line. Get out of line.
Okay, I could have stayed home for this.
I could have stayed home for this.
So, Mr. Knowles, when you went, where did you go? Where did they send you to? How was that dealing with? This was a Vietnam time we're talking, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, how did you feel about that scenario when you got in that
I mean,
conflict?
okay, 17, 18 years old.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Kind of lived a sheltered life, okay? We all kind of lived a sheltered life.
Right.
Cause,
Even though
it ventured out.
Yeah,
We was kind of like sheltered, or pretty basically. So I mean, we were like you said, we were under different regimes. Your mama told you what to do, you be mad, all that good stuff. But for me, when I did that, and then I went to Seattle. Okay, that's where I went. But and once I got there, and I'm kind of an outgoing type person, so I meet a lot of people. So you start talking to people who are from other areas
Of the country.
Okay, so you're listening to them, you're looking at them, they're looking at you, and all kinds of stuff. So to me, that was like my really first encounter of people being racist or prejudiced of everything else. Because for most folks that they never had been around blacks at all. We were around a few whites, but they were just like us, just as poor as we was, and some kids. So, but then you start seeing the other ones where the richer ones were,